Question 1. What does this road sign indicate to drivers? A steep ascent ahead. B. A steep descent ahead. C. An uneven road surface. D. A winding road section. Answers is B. A steep descent ahead. This warning sign indicates that drivers are approaching a steep descent. Drivers should reduce their speed and select a lower gear if necessary to maintain control. Question 2. What is the primary purpose of a give way sign? A. To stop completely. B. To give way to all traffic. C. To proceed without stopping. D. To reduce speed only. Answers is B. To give way to all traffic. A give way sign means you must slow down and be prepared to stop to give way to all traffic already on the intersecting road or coming from the right. Question 3. When approaching a pedestrian crossing without traffic lights, what must you do if pedestrians are waiting to cross? A. Slow down and proceed if clear. B. Stop and give way to pedestrians. C. Honk your horn to alert them. D. Continue if your lane is clear. Answers is B. Stop and give way to pedestrians. At an unmarked pedestrian crossing, you must stop and give way to any pedestrian on or entering the crossing. Safety for pedestrians is paramount. Question 4. What does this sign mean regarding turning at an intersection? A. Right turn is optional. B. No right turn is permitted. C. Right turn only. D. Right turn at own risk. Answers is B. No right turn is permitted. This prohibitory sign indicates that making a right turn at the intersection or point where the sign is displayed is not permitted for any vehicle. Question 5. This sign indicates a mandatory action for drivers. What is it? A. Turn left. B. Proceed straight only. C. Turn right. D. U-turn permitted. Answers is B. Proceed straight only. This mandatory sign means that vehicles must proceed straight ahead and are not permitted to turn left or right at the intersection or junction. Question 6. What does a continuous white line on the road typically indicate? A. Permits overtaking. B. Do not cross or straddle. C. Marks a parking zone. D. A bike lane. Answers is B. Do not cross or straddle. A continuous white line on the road indicates that you must not cross it or straddle it, typically separating traffic moving in the same direction or marking the edge of the road. Question 7. What should you do when you see this sign indicating loose gravel? A. Increase speed. B. Slow down, avoid braking. C. Maintain current speed. D. Drive close to other cars. Answers is B. Slow down, avoid braking. This sign warns of loose gravel ahead. You should slow down, drive smoothly, and avoid sudden braking or steering to prevent skidding or losing control. Question 8. What does this prohibitory sign signify for vehicles? A. One-way traffic ahead. B. No entry for all vehicles. C. Vehicles must turn back. D. Yield to oncoming traffic. Answers is B. No entry for all vehicles. This sign means no entry for all vehicles or movement prohibited. It is commonly found at the end of one-way streets or at exits. Question 9. When merging onto a freeway, who has right of way? A. Merging traffic always. B. Traffic already on the freeway. C. The fastest vehicle. D. Vehicles with indicators on. Answers is B. Traffic already on the freeway. When merging onto a freeway, you must give way to traffic already on the freeway, adjust your speed and find a safe gap to merge smoothly. Question 10. This sign indicates a mandatory direction. What should drivers do? A. Proceed straight. B. Turn right only. C. Turn left only. D. U-turn. Answers is B. Turn right only. This mandatory sign indicates that all vehicles must turn right at the intersection or point where the sign is displayed. Question 11. What does this warning sign indicate is coming up? A. Level crossing with gates. B. Railway crossing. C. Pedestrian crossing. D. Tram crossing. Answers is B. Railway crossing. This warning sign indicates that you are approaching a railway crossing with a single track. Be prepared to stop if a train is approaching. Question 12. What does this priority sign tell you about the road you are on? A. You must stop. B. You are on a priority road. C. Give way to all traffic. D. End of priority road. Answers is B. You are on a priority road. This sign indicates that you are driving on a priority road. This means you have the right of way over traffic entering from side roads unless otherwise. Question 13. When reversing, what is your primary responsibility? A. To honk your horn. B. To ensure it is safe. C. To reverse quickly. D. To rely on mirrors only. Answers is B. To ensure it is safe. Before reversing, you must check all around your vehicle to ensure it is safe to do so and that you won't endanger any pedestrians or other vehicles. Question 14. What does this prohibitory sign mean for parking? A. Parking for limited time. B. No parking is allowed. C. Parking for specific vehicles. D. Parking on weekends only. Answers is B. No parking is allowed. This sign indicates no parking. You are not permitted to park your vehicle in the area where this sign is displayed, though brief stopping to pick up or drop off passengers may be allowed. Question 15. What does this mandatory sign instruct drivers to do? A. Stop before entering. B. Enter a roundabout. C. Yield to vehicles on left. D. Speed limit of 40. Answers is B. Enter a roundabout. This sign indicates that you are approaching a roundabout circular intersection. Drivers must give way to traffic already in the roundabout. Question 16. What is the recommended following distance in good conditions? A. 1 car length. B. Rule. C. Rule. D. No specific distance. Answers is B. Rule. The rule is a common guideline for safe following distance. In poor conditions such as rain or fog, this distance should be increased. Question 17. This warning sign means you are approaching what? A. Steep ascent. B. Uneven road. C. Road narrows. D. Slippery road. Answers is B. Uneven road. This warning sign indicates an uneven road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce their speed to avoid damage to their vehicle or loss of control. Question 18. What action is prohibited by this sign? A. Turning left. B. Overtaking other vehicles. C. Parking on the roadside. D. Speeding over the limit. Answers is B. Overtaking other vehicles. This prohibitory sign means no overtaking. Drivers must not attempt to overtake other moving vehicles in the zone where this sign is active. Question 19. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down on a freeway? A. Stay in your vehicle in the lane. B. Move to the shoulder, use hazards. C. Attempt to fix it in your lane. D. Walk to the nearest exit immediately. Answers is B. Move to the shoulder, use hazards. If your vehicle breaks down on a freeway, move it to the emergency shoulder if possible, turn on your hazard lights, and stay clear of traffic if safe to do so. Question 20. What does this information sign indicate to drivers? A. Two-way traffic. B. One-way road ahead. C. No entry zone. D. Divided highway. Answers is B. One-way road ahead. This information sign indicates that the road ahead is a one-way road. All traffic moves in the same direction. Question 21. This sign indicates a specific hazard. What is it? A. Wet road. B. Slippery road. C. Rough surface. D. Loose gravel. Answers is B. Slippery road. This warning sign indicates a slippery road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce speed, avoid sudden braking or acceleration, and increase their following distance. Question 22. When must you use your vehicle's headlights? A. Only at night on highways. B. From sunset to sunrise or in poor visibility. C. Only when it is raining heavily. D. When parking on the side of the road. Answers is B. From sunset to sunrise or in poor visibility. Must be used from sunset to sunrise, and at any other time when visibility is poor due to weather conditions like fog or heavy rain, to ensure you can see and be seen. Question 23. What does this sign mean for heavy vehicles? A. Heavy vehicles must turn left. B. No entry for goods vehicles. C. Heavy vehicles parking. D. Trucks priority lane. Answers is B. No entry for goods vehicles. This prohibitory sign indicates no entry for goods vehicles, trucks, or heavy vehicles. They are restricted from entering the road or area beyond the sign. Question 24. What does this sign compel vehicles to do? A. Turn right. B. Turn left only. C. Go straight. D. U-turn. Answers is B. Turn left only. This mandatory sign means that all vehicles must turn left at the intersection or junction where the sign is posted. Question 25. What does this warning sign indicate regarding road users? A. Cyclists crossing. B. Children likely to be present. C. Pedestrian crossing ahead. D. School bus stop. Answers is B. Children likely to be present. This warning sign indicates an area where children may be present, such as near schools, parks, or residential areas. Drive with extreme caution and reduce speed. Question 26. What is the correct procedure for indicating a lane change? A. Signal just as you turn. B. Signal, check mirrors, check blind spot, then change. C. Check blind spot, then signal. D. Only signal if traffic is present. Answers is B. Signal, check mirrors, check blind spot, then change. The correct procedure is to signal, check your mirrors, perform a head check for your blind spot, and then, if safe, make the lane change smoothly. Question 27. What does this sign indicate about the road's width? A. Road widens. B. Road narrows on both sides. C. Road narrows on left only. D. Road ends. Answers is B. Road narrows on both sides. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead will narrow on both sides. Drivers should be prepared to adjust their position and give way if necessary. Question 28. What does this prohibitory sign allow and disallow for parking? A. Short-term parking. B. No stopping at any time. C. Stopping for emergency only. D. Parking for. Answers is B, no stopping at any time. This sign means no stopping. You must not stop your vehicle for any reason, even briefly, in the area where this sign is active, except in an emergency. Question 29. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying dangerous goods? A. Dangerous goods turn right. B. Dangerous goods proceed straight. C. Dangerous goods stop. D. Dangerous goods turn left. Answers is B. Dangerous goods proceed straight. This mandatory sign indicates the required direction of movement straight for vehicles carrying dangerous goods, often to route them away from areas. Question 30. How should you react to a yellow traffic light? A. Speed up to clear. B. Stop if safe to do so. C. Proceed with caution. D. Prepare to turn. Answers is B. Stop if safe to do so. A yellow traffic light means you must stop if it is safe to do so. Only proceed if you are so close to the intersection that stopping suddenly would be unsafe. Question 31. What does this warning sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Bridge over river. B. Embankment or quayside ahead. C. Road subject to flooding. D. Steep drop on left. Answers is B. Embankment or quayside ahead. This warning sign indicates that the road is approaching an embankment, quayside, or other edge where there is a significant drop-off. Drive with extra caution. Question 32. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about vehicle entry? A. Stop for inspection. B. Do not enter. C. Entry for authorized vehicles. D. Slow down ahead. Answers is B. Do not enter. This sign means do not enter or no entry. It typically indicates entry from the wrong direction on a one-way street or restricted access areas. Question 33. What is the maximum speed limit in a residential area? A. 60 km per hour. B. 50 km per hour. C. 80 km per hour. D. 40 km per hour. Answers is B. 50 km per hour. Unless otherwise signposted, the default maximum speed limit in urban built-up and residential areas in Australia is 50 km per hour. Drive carefully in these zones. Question 34. What does this sign mean for specific vehicles? A. No passenger cars allowed. B. Mandatory for passenger cars. C. Passenger car parking. D. Passenger car maintenance. Answers is B. Mandatory for passenger cars. This mandatory sign indicates that the lane or road is specifically for the movement of passenger cars, and other vehicle types may be restricted. Question 35. How should you drive when approaching a blind corner? A. Accelerate to get around it. B. Slow down and stay left. C. Honk continuously. D. Assume it is clear. Answers is B. Slow down and stay left. When approaching a blind corner, you should always slow down and stay as far left as safely possible to allow for potential oncoming traffic or unforeseen hazards. Question 36. This warning sign indicates a specific road user hazard. What is it? A. Pedestrians ahead. B. Cyclists leaving or entering. C. Children playing. D. Motorcycles only lane. Answers is B. Cyclists leaving or entering. This warning sign alerts drivers to the presence of cyclists leaving or entering the roadway, indicating a need for extra vigilance and caution. Question 37. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about speed? A. Minimum speed limit is 50. B. Maximum speed limit is 50. C. Recommended speed is 50. D. Speed zone begins. Answers is B. Maximum speed limit is 50. This prohibitory sign indicates a maximum speed limit. In this case, drivers must not exceed 50 kilometers per hour. Question 38. What is the correct way to navigate a multi-lane roundabout? A. Always use the innermost lane. B. Select lane based on exit direction. C. Signal right for all exits. D. Stop inside the roundabout. Answers is B. Select lane based on exit direction. In a multi-lane roundabout, you must select the appropriate lane based on your intended exit, similar to an intersection. Signal correctly upon entry and exit. Question 39. What does this information sign convey about the road? A. Road for bicycles only. B. Road for motor vehicles only. C. Motorway begins. D. End of motor vehicle road. Answers is B. Road for motor vehicles only. This sign indicates a road for motor vehicles. Only motor vehicles are permitted to use this road, and restrictions may apply to other road users or vehicle types. Question 40. What does this warning sign indicate regarding the road surface? A. Road hump ahead. B. Or depressions. C. Uneven road. D. Slippery when wet. Answers is B. Or depressions. This warning sign indicates that there are potholes or significant depressions in the road surface ahead. Drivers should slow down and be cautious. Question 41. What must you do at a stop sign? A. Slow down and proceed. B. Stop completely before the line. C. Give way without stopping. D. Stop only if traffic is visible. Answers is B. Stop completely before the line. At a stop sign, you must bring your vehicle to a complete stop before the stop line, or before the intersection if there is no line, and give way to all other traffic. Question 42. When is it permissible to cross a double continuous white line? A. When overtaking a slow car. B. Never under any circumstances. C. To avoid an obstacle. D. When turning into a driveway. Answers is B. Never under any circumstances. Double continuous white lines indicate that you must not cross them, for example, to overtake or make a U-turn. They are considered highly restrictive and crossing is illegal. Question 43. What does this sign mean for turning maneuvers? A. U-turn permitted. B. No U-turn allowed. C. Turn right ahead. D. Turn around if lost. Answers is B. No U-turn allowed. This prohibitory sign indicates that performing a U-turn is not permitted at the location where the sign is displayed. Find another route to change direction. Question 44. What does this mandatory sign indicate for movement? A. Turn left only. B. Proceed straight or turn right. C. Proceed straight only. D. Turn right only. Answers is B. Proceed straight or turn right. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must either proceed straight ahead or turn right. Other turns, such as a left turn, are not permitted. Question 45. What does this warning sign indicate is ahead? A. Pedestrian crossing. B. Traffic light ahead. C. Railway crossing. D. School zone. Answers is B. Traffic light ahead. This warning sign alerts drivers that there are traffic lights ahead. Be prepared to slow down or stop, depending on the signal indication. Question 46. What does this information sign tell drivers about the road? A. End of motorway. B. Beginning of motorway. C. Restricted access road. D. One-way street. Answers is B, beginning of motorway. This information sign indicates the beginning of a motorway expressway. Specific rules and higher speed limits typically apply on motorways. Question 47. When are you permitted to overtake another vehicle on the left? A. Always on a multi-lane road. B. When the vehicle ahead is turning right. C. When the vehicle ahead is slow. D. Never, it's always illegal. Answers is B. When the vehicle ahead is turning right. You can generally only overtake on the left if the vehicle ahead is signaling a right turn and there is enough space, or on a multi-lane road where traffic is moving in lines. Question 48. What does this sign mean for motorcyclists? A. Motorcycle parking. B. No entry for motorcycles. C. Motorcycle lane. D. Motorcycles yield. Answers is B. No entry for motorcycles. This prohibitory sign means no entry for motorcycles. Motorcyclists are not permitted to proceed beyond this sign. Question 49. What does this mandatory sign require drivers to do? A. Pass obstacle on the left. B. Pass obstacle on the right. C. Stop before obstacle. D. Turn right immediately. Answers is B. Pass obstacle on the right. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers must pass the upcoming obstacle e.g., traffic island or roadwork on the right side. Question 50. What should you do if an emergency vehicle approaches with flashing lights and sirens? A. Speed up to get out of the way. B. Move left and stop safely. C. Continue driving normally. D. Block the intersection. Answers is B. Move left and stop safely. You must give way to an emergency vehicle by moving to the left and stopping clear of any intersection until the emergency vehicle has passed. This ensures they can respond quickly. Question 51. What does this warning sign indicate regarding animals? A. Domestic animals crossing. B. Wild animals may be present. C. Farm animals ahead. D. Zoo entrance. Answers is B. Wild animals may be present. This warning sign indicates that wild animals may cross the road. Drivers should be extra vigilant, especially at dawn and dusk, and be prepared to brake suddenly. Question 52. What does this priority sign indicate at a narrow section? A. You have priority. B. Priority to oncoming traffic. C. One-way traffic. D. Stop and wait. Answers is B. Priority to oncoming traffic. This sign indicates that oncoming traffic has priority in the narrow section ahead. You must give way to vehicles approaching from the opposite direction. Question 53. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about speed? A. Start 50 km per hour zone. B. End of 50 km per hour limit. C. Recommended speed 50 km per hour. D. Minimum speed 50 km per hour. Answers is B. End of 50 limit. This sign indicates the end of maximum speed limit 50. The previous speed restriction of 50 no longer applies, and the general speed limit for the area resumes. Question 54. What does this mandatory sign require regarding an obstacle? A. Pass obstacle on the right. B. Pass obstacle on the left. C. Stop before obstacle. D. Turn left immediately. Answers is B. Pass obstacle on the left. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers must pass the upcoming obstacle e.g., traffic island or roadwork on the left side. Question 55. When is it legal to make a U-turn at traffic lights? A. Always on a green light. B. Only if a permitted sign is present. C. Only if no other traffic is around. D. Never at traffic lights. Answers is B, only if a permitted sign is present. U-turns at traffic lights are generally prohibited unless there is a specific sign indicating permitted. Always check signage carefully. Question 56. What does this information sign indicate about an exit? A. Exit onto two-way road left. B. Exit onto one-way road right. C. No exit ahead. D. Divided highway exit. Answers is B. Exit onto one-way road right. This information sign warns drivers that an exit onto a one-way road is approaching, and the exit is to the right. Be aware of the one-way traffic flow. Question 57. What does this warning sign indicate regarding road conditions? A. Strong headwind. B. Strong side wind. C. Turbulence ahead. D. Wind direction indicator. Answers is B. Strong side wind. This warning sign indicates that there may be strong side winds ahead, which can affect vehicle stability, especially for vehicles. Maintain a firm grip on the steering wheel. Question 58. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about movement? A. Left turn permitted. B. No left turn allowed. C. Straight or left turn. D. Left lane closure. Answers is B. No left turn allowed. This prohibitory sign indicates that making a left turn at the intersection, or point where the sign is displayed, is not permitted for any vehicle. Question 59. When should you increase your following distance? A. Only when driving fast. B. In poor weather or heavy traffic. C. When you are tired. D. When driving a small car. Answers is B. In poor weather or heavy traffic. Your following distance should be increased in adverse conditions such as rain, fog, darkness, or when towing a trailer or driving a heavy vehicle, to allow more time to react. Question 60. What does this mandatory sign indicate for vehicle movement? A. Turn right only. B. Proceed straight or turn left. C. Proceed straight only. D. Turn left only. Answers is B. Proceed straight or turn left. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must either proceed straight ahead or turn left. Other turns, such as a right turn, are not permitted. Question 61. What does this warning sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Steep descent. B. Steep ascent. C. Uneven road. D. Slippery road. Answers is B. Steep ascent. This warning sign indicates a steep ascent ahead. Drivers may need to select a lower gear to maintain power and speed. Question 62. What does this information sign signify for road users? A. Children crossing. B. Pedestrian crossing indicator. C. Cyclist crossing. D. School zone ahead. Answers is B. Pedestrian crossing indicator. This sign serves as an indicator for a pedestrian crossing, typically at the crossing itself or pointing to its location, alerting drivers to watch for pedestrians. Question 63. When can you legally use a handheld mobile phone while driving? A. When stopped at traffic lights. B. Never. It is illegal in Australia. C. When pulled over to the side of the road. D. To answer an urgent call. Answers is B. Never. It is illegal in Australia. Using a handheld mobile phone while driving, including when stopped in traffic, is illegal across Australia. You must use a hands-free device or pull over safely to use your phone. Question 64. What does this sign indicate about the road's condition? A and B. Road hump or speed bump. C. Uneven road. D. Steep descent. Answers is B, road hump or speed bump. This warning sign indicates a road hump or speed bump ahead. Drivers should reduce their speed to avoid discomfort or damage to their vehicle. Question 65. What does this sign mean for priority in a narrow section? A. Oncoming traffic has priority. B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. C. Stop and give way. D. Two-way traffic ahead. Answers is B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. This priority sign indicates that you have the right of way over oncoming traffic in the narrow section of road ahead. However, always proceed with caution. Question 66. What does this prohibitory sign indicate for goods vehicles? A. Goods vehicles must turn right. B. No overtaking for goods vehicles. C. Goods vehicle parking. D. Goods vehicles use left lane. Answers is B. No overtaking for goods vehicles. This prohibitory sign means no overtaking for goods vehicles. Drivers of goods vehicles are prohibited from overtaking other vehicles in the area. Question 67. What does this sign compel drivers to do regarding an obstacle? A. Pass obstacle on the right only. B. Pass obstacle on either side. C. Stop and assess. D. Turn back. Answers is B. Pass obstacle on either side. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers can pass the upcoming obstacle e.g. traffic island or roadwork on either the left or the right side. Question 68. What is the consequence of not renewing your driver's license? A. A warning letter. B. Driving unlicensed potential. C. A small administrative fee. D. Nothing until you are caught. Answers is B. Driving unlicensed potential. Driving with a license is considered driving unlicensed and significant, including fines and potential license disqualification. Always keep your license current. Question 69. What does this information sign indicate about parking? A. No parking zone. B. Parking place ahead. C. Bus stop ahead. D. Restricted parking. Answers is B. Parking place ahead. This information sign indicates that a parking place or car park is ahead. Drivers can expect to fine for parking their vehicles. Question 70. What does this warning sign indicate regarding roadworks? A. End of roadworks. B. Roadworks ahead. C. Hazard ahead. D. Construction site exit. Answers is B. Roadworks ahead. This warning sign indicates that roadworks are ahead. Drivers should reduce speed, obey all temporary signs, and be aware of workers and machinery. Question 71. What does this prohibitory sign indicate regarding vehicles? A. Entry for all vehicles. B. No entry for motor vehicles. C. Motorcycles only. D. Restricted access for cars. Answers is B. No entry for motor vehicles. This prohibitory sign indicates no entry for motor vehicles. It restricts motor vehicles from entering the area beyond the sign, though other vehicles may be permitted. Question 72. When is it mandatory to use low-beam headlights during the day? A. Only in bright sunshine. B. In heavy rain or fog. C. Only when driving on freeways. D. Never during daylight hours. Answers is B. In heavy rain or fog. Low-beam headlights should be used during the day in conditions of poor visibility, such as heavy rain, fog, or dust storms, to make your vehicle more visible to others. Question 73. What does this mandatory sign indicate for pedestrians? A. No pedestrian entry. B. Mandatory pedestrian track. C. Pedestrian crossing ahead. D. Shared path. Answers is B, mandatory pedestrian track. This mandatory sign indicates a pedestrian track. Pedestrians should use this path, and drivers should be aware of pedestrians in the vicinity. Question 74. What does this warning sign indicate about turns? A, single dangerous curve to the left. B, series of dangerous curves first right. C, winding road first left. D, sharp bend to the right. Answers is B, series of dangerous curves first right. This warning sign indicates a series of dangerous curves ahead, with the first curve turning to the right. Reduce speed and be prepared for multiple bends. Question 75. What does this information sign mean for a road? A, beginning of motor vehicle road. B, end of road for motor vehicles. C, speed limit ends. D, one-way road ends. Answers is B, end of road for motor vehicles. This information sign indicates the end of road for motor vehicles. The special rules and regulations that apply to motor vehicle roads no longer apply beyond this point. Question 76. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about a sound? A, sound horn if necessary. B, no sounding of horn. C, musical horns allowed. D, horn test zone. Answers is B, no sounding of horn. This prohibitory sign means no sounding of horn. Drivers are not permitted to use their vehicle's horn in this area, typically in quiet zones like hospitals or residential areas. Question 77. What does this mandatory sign indicate for cyclists? A, no cycling. B, mandatory cycle track. C, prohibited. D, shared path for bikes. Answers is B, mandatory cycle track. This mandatory sign indicates a cycle track. Cyclists must use this track, and drivers should be aware of cyclists in the vicinity. Question 78. When turning left at an intersection, where should you position your vehicle? A, close to the right side. B, close to the left side. C, in the middle of the lane. D, anywhere in the lane. Answers is B, close to the left side. To turn left, you should position your vehicle as close as practicable to the left side of the road or in the turning lane to avoid blocking through traffic. Question 79. What does this warning sign indicate regarding animal crossings? A, wild animals. B, cattle crossing. C, horses crossing. D, pet shop ahead. Answers is B, cattle crossing. This warning sign indicates a cattle crossing ahead. Drivers should be prepared to encounter livestock on the road and drive with extreme caution. Question 80. What does this information sign indicate about lanes? A, turn right only. B, left lane turn left only. C, straight only. D, all lanes turn left. Answers is B, left lane turn left only. This information sign indicates the direction of movement in lanes, specifically showing that the left lane is for turning left only. Question 81. What should you do if you are fatigued while driving? A, open the windows. B, pull over and rest or swap drivers. C, turn up the radio. D, drink coffee and continue. Answers is B, pull over and rest or swap drivers. Fatigue can be as dangerous as driving under the influence. If you feel tired, pull over safely and rest, or arrange for another licensed driver to take over. Question 82. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about vehicle entry? A, no entry for trucks. B, no entry for vehicles with trailer. C, trailers only. D, trailer parking. Answers is B, no entry for vehicles with trailer. This prohibitory sign means no entry for vehicles with trailer. Vehicles towing a trailer are restricted from entering the area beyond the sign. Question 83. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A. No bicycles allowed. B. Road for shared use by cars and bicycles. C. Must give way. D. Cycle track only. Answers is B. Road for shared use by cars and bicycles. This mandatory sign indicates a road for shared use by passenger cars and bicycles, meaning both types of traffic can use the same roadway. Drivers should be particularly careful. Question 84. What does this warning sign indicate regarding weather? A. Strong winds. B. Low-flying aircraft. C. Airport ahead. D. Air traffic control. Answers is B. Low-flying aircraft. This warning sign indicates an area where low-flying aircraft may be present, often near airfields. Be prepared for potential sudden noises or distractions. Question 85. What does this information sign indicate about lanes? A. Lane ends ahead. B. Of movement in lanes. C. Speed limits for each lane. D. One-way traffic. Answers is B. Of movement in lanes. This information sign typically indicates the permissible directions of movement for traffic in each lane, at an intersection or ahead on a multi-lane road. Question 86. What is the primary risk of driving with tires? A. Better fuel economy. B. Grip and increased wear. C. Faster acceleration. D. Quieter ride. Answers is B. Grip and increased wear. Tires reduce the contact patch with the road, leading to grip, poor handling, increased fuel consumption and tire wear. Check tire pressure regularly. Question 87. What does this prohibitory sign signify for goods vehicles? A. No overtaking for trucks. B. End of no overtaking for goods vehicles. C. Goods vehicles must stop. D. Goods vehicles merge left. Answers is B. End of no overtaking for goods vehicles. This prohibitory sign indicates the end of no overtaking restriction for goods vehicles. Goods vehicles are now permitted to overtake other vehicles. Question 88. What does this service sign indicate is nearby? A. Hospital ahead. B. First aid post. C. Emergency stop lane. D. Police station. Answers is B. First aid post. This service sign indicates the location of a first aid post, where medical assistance can be obtained in case of an emergency. Question 89. When should you check your vehicle's mirrors and blind spots? A. Only before parking. B. Regularly and before changing direction. C. Only when driving slowly. D. Only before starting the engine. Answers is B. Regularly and before changing direction. Drivers should check mirrors and blind spots regularly, especially before making any changes in direction, such as changing lanes, turning, or merging, to ensure safety. Question 90. What does this warning sign indicate regarding road surface? A. Rough road ahead. B. Change of road surface. C. Slippery road. D. Road repairs. Answers is B. Change of road surface. This warning sign indicates a change in the road surface ahead, which could affect vehicle handling. Drivers should adjust their speed and driving style accordingly. Question 91. What does this information sign indicate about bus services? A. No buses allowed. B. Bus stop ahead. C. Bus lane only. D. Parking for buses. Answers is B, bus stop ahead. This information sign indicates that a bus stop is ahead. Drivers should be aware of buses stopping, pulling out, and pedestrians who may be accessing the stop. Question 92. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about parking for specific days? A. No parking on even days. B. No parking on days. C. Parking only on odd days. D. Parking always permitted. Answers is B. No parking on days. This prohibitory sign indicates no parking on days. Parking is restricted on dates that are odd numbers, e.g., the, etc., of the month. Question 93. What does this mandatory sign indicate for vehicle speed? A. Maximum speed 50. B. Minimum speed limit 50. C. Recommended speed 50. D. Speed limit ends. Answers is B. Minimum speed limit 50. This mandatory sign indicates a minimum speed limit. Drivers must maintain a speed of at least 50 km per hour, unless traffic or road conditions prevent it. Question 94. What is the safe procedure when approaching a railway crossing without booms or lights? A. Speed up to cross quickly. B. Slow down, look, listen, and give way to trains. C. Honk your horn. D. Proceed if no trains are visible. Answers is B. Slow down, look, listen, and give way to trains. At an uncontrolled railway crossing, you must slow down, look both ways, listen for trains, and be prepared to stop. Always give way to trains. Question 95. What does this warning sign indicate regarding road alignment? A. Sharp curve to the left. B. Curve direction sign right arrow. C. One-way street to the right. D. Right turn only. Answers is B. Curve direction sign right arrow. This warning sign is a curve direction sign indicating a sharp bend or curve to the right ahead. Drivers should adjust speed and prepare for the turn. Question 96. What does this information sign indicate about parking? A. Parking on the right. B. Parking place indicator left. C. No parking left. D. Left turn for parking. Answers is B. Parking place indicator left. This information sign indicates a parking place, with an arrow pointing to the left, indicating that the parking area is in that direction. Question 97. What does this prohibitory sign indicate for parking? A. No parking on odd days. B. No parking on days. C. Parking only on even days. D. Parking always permitted. Answers is B. No parking on days. This prohibitory sign indicates no parking on days. Parking is restricted on dates that are even numbers, e.g., the, etc., of the month. Question 98. What does this mandatory sign require for specific conditions? A. Remove snow chains. B. Movement with snow chains. C. Snow zone ahead. D. No chains allowed. Answers is B. Movement with snow chains. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must be fitted with snow chains to proceed. This is typically found in alpine areas during winter. Question 99. What should you do if your vehicle begins to hydroplane? A. Brake hard immediately. B. Ease off accelerator, steer gently. C. Accelerate to gain traction. D. Turn sharply to one side. Answers is B. Ease off accelerator, steer gently. If your vehicle hydroplanes, do not brake or turn sharply. Ease off the accelerator, keep the steering wheel straight, and allow the vehicle to slow down until traction returns. Question 100. What does this warning sign indicate about traffic flow? A. Traffic is flowing freely. B. Traffic congestion ahead. C. Roadwork zone. D. Detour ahead. Answers is B, traffic congestion ahead. This warning sign indicates that traffic congestion is expected or present ahead. Drivers should prepare to slow down, stop, and anticipate delays.